Cheers, baby.
Cheers. 1 month on the Great Loop. Accomplished.
It's in the books.
It's in the books.
Again.
It's on the tube. Yeah, round two.
Round two.
As most of you guys know, we started the Great Loop last year in 2021 until I broke my wrist in Maryland. That cut that short. So then we restarted this year from Key West just over a month ago.
One of the questions that we received pretty frequently in our Q&A video was, what's your budget for the Great Loop? How are you doing this in an economical way? So we decided to share our budget, month by month budget and expenses for the Great Loop going forward.
The Great Loop, as you guys know, can be done a million different ways. It's purely up to the individuals that are actually doing the loop. So these are our Great Loop expenses, and yours will definitely vary. That's 100% sure. This information is all on our website under a blog post that Jennifer wrote, and it came out on the month. So this video will come out quite a ways later. And that blog post has much more information. It goes down into the nitty-gritty detail, along with some reasonings for why we spent money on these things, and specifically you'll see a breakdown of pretty much all of our expenses.
It also gives insight to how we try to save money on the Great Loop. We are doing the Great Loop on a tight budget, so we try to explain some of the thought processes into that.
Now that link is in the description. It'll be the pinned comment, and it'll also be right here.
Without further ado, our grand total for the month of March was $2,229.88.
For that month, we traveled from Key West, Florida, that's where we started the loop, all the way to Fort Frederica off of St. Simon's Island in Georgia.
During the month of March, we had a total of 7 nights at a marina, those of which were on a mooring ball, so they are significantly less expensive than a dock, and we had 24 nights on anchor. The largest expense in the month of March for us was food, groceries. This expense was pretty similar to what our grocery bill was like on living on land, but maybe that surprises you that out of all of the boat expenses that food is the most expensive. It didn't really surprise us because we cook all of our meals in our galley, and we don't go out to eat all of that often. So it is a real treat when we go out to eat.
Now the second biggest expense was filling up on diesel. We filled up our tanks from close to empty in Vero Beach, and you can see how much that costed on our website. We hope you guys are interested in how much the Great Loop costed, because before we even began, that was one of the things that we were wondering ourselves. And every month is going to be different. We're going to be sharing every month in a similar type of video, and this month has already been different. So
yeah, I mean, just from the regional expenses to how many different activities are present in the places that we're going to. So it really does vary, and we're excited to record it in this upcoming year.
You may have watched our 1 month on the Great Loop last year, where we went through a lot of our feelings for how we were doing being completely new boaters, only being on the water for a month, which was the Great Loop. But this year we wanted to also share our current feelings 1 year later, after all of the different experiences we've had over the past year and a half, being on the boat, doing the Great Loop last year, attempting the Great Loop last year, and now kicking off the Great Loop this year.
So to start it off, what is one thing that you feel like this makes this loop different than last year?
This loop, since we have so much more experience, I feel like it's opening up a lot more doors for us. We're a lot less concerned about things that we've quote unquote figured out. So we kind of have a routine for finding out an anchorage, for looking at the weather, for setting the anchor, for planning our days, planning our routes. And so that routine and that experience has just basically opened up our experience. Last year, on days we wouldn't have cruised because we just didn't feel comfortable. This year, we've experienced those things time and time again, so now we feel comfortable. Or last year, when we had some heavy winds coming in, it's kind of interesting being in Beaufort, because last year we had some winds. It's windy today, and we went to a mooring ball in Beaufort because we didn't feel comfortable anchoring. And we stayed here for 3 days.
Granted, we did have a different anchor at that point.
Yes.
And now we have over a year's experience and a lot more anchoring experience.
Yes. And this year we're anchored somewhere else in Beaufort. It's gusting up to 26 tonight. and we feel absolutely comfortable.
Yeah. I think for me, I feel a lot less scared going into these situations. Last year on the boat, I was very scared about a lot of different things. Just fear and the unknown was frightening, yeah. And this year, going on these same waterways that we've now traversed twice, I feel really comfortable. I know what to expect. I can already visualize the waterways before we even go on to them. And I still feel like a student, which is important. We're all students, lifelong students, but I don't feel scared. I feel more like open to learning and embracing the learning curve, whereas last year I was just really nervous.
What was your favorite moment from our first month on the Great Loop? Your favorite day?
Really?
Yeah. Pick one.
What?
Yes.
Seriously? Okay, well, it was up to Fort Frederica, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I already know what I'm gonna say.
I don't have a day.
Okay. My favorite day was when we met one of our subscribers who emailed us about taking us through on a personal tour of the Everglades.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with Reiner, and seeing the crocodile, the sharks, the dolphins. I mean, that was just such an experience, and we learned so much. And thank you to Reiner again for doing that for us. But that was definitely my favorite day. There's a lot of really good days. That was my favorite day.
Yeah. I don't think I have a favorite day, but I do. In the past month, we have seen so much family, and that has been amazing. In the past month, we have seen Elliot's grandparents, Elliot's dad, my parents, my aunt and uncle, and Elliot's mom. So we're in an area that's very close by to home, so it's an easy day trip for them to come and visit us. But it's been really nice to see all this family as we're traveling on the loop in an adventure that we don't know how long this is going to last, but we appreciate our family coming to visit us and taking in this really cool opportunity and chapter of our lives. What's one thing that you want to change going forward for the next month on the loop?
I think I just want to make the most out of the time that we have a little bit more and try to see some new things and focus on a few things, because we had to kind of push past a lot of the eastern coast of Florida that we had never seen before. And now coming through South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia, what are some interesting spots that we can kind of pick out and really enjoy? We do have a schedule or a date. We are going to the May rendezvous in Norfolk, and that's May 1st. So April will be getting to Norfolk. We do have that, and that is kind of pushing us along, which is great, because one of the things about the Great Loop is you have to keep making time, and getting in Norfolk in May means you make the bay by May, as they say.
Yeah, there's no specific date in May. It's just May.
How about you?
I think I agree, and I second what you said, but I think I just want to take more pictures. Yeah. It's really, a lot of the places that we visit, we may not ever come back to them. We don't know. Who knows? I mean, we thought we'd be doing the loop last year and have completed it by now. So
this year.
Yeah, life throws curveballs, and you run with it, and you just embrace the pivot and you keep going. So I just want to take in these moments and take more pictures and be more present. Yeah.
Sounds great. Thank you all so much for following along with our journey. We literally wouldn't be doing the Great Loop right now unless we had you guys watching. So
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And remember to check out our budget report on our website and sign up for our Sunday summary, because we finalized our budget and expenses at the end of the month on the dot. And so that's what we're going to be doing. And then we'll make this video whenever we can.
Yeah, so this may be coming out 2 or 3 weeks after the month ends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I wrote a blog post on dogs on the Great Loop. So anything and everything that we have learned thus far with Ollie and having a boat dog, transitioning her from land to waterways, has been written and is also on our website. So you can check that out too.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
It's a rough life.
This is the Solo Gen show where Elliot leaves to edit a vlog and make sure it uploads by 6 p.m. and it is 6:08. Sure, I just feel like this just needs to be tilted up a little bit based off your head height. Sit up straight. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I actually can't. Oh. Jeez.
Ollie's like, oh my god, what's going on?
on?
It's okay, Ollie, don't worry. We'll protect you. Congratulations, you're happy, like, not
Sure.
congratulations. Congratulations to ourselves.
To us.
To us.
I wrote up a very long, comprehensive blog post on our website. Oh, I'll do it again because Ollie shook it. What I want to do.
Here, my computer's making so much noises. Alright, I'm gonna release it, okay? 6:30.
Sure, go for it. Just gonna send it.